Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about my 2024 predictions. I know it's a bit late, but as they say, better late than never. And apologies in advance if I sound a bit off or not feeling too well because yeah, my feet's in excruciating pain. Long story, and yeah, it's very early. I haven't had too much sleep. I've got a busy day. Let's get straight into it. So yeah, I want to talk about my 2024 predictions. I've read some other threads and I've got some ideas. I didn't want to rush it and just talk about it at the start because I wanted to get my thoughts together, etc. I have 10 predictions here and I just want to talk about it. Let's go into it. So first of all, L2s, bearish on L2s, at least the current ones with high market cap like Matic, Arbitrum. Recently sold most of my positions for other coins. Looking forward to Eclipse and I would say ZK Sync and Stark. So Stark just launched today, as in you can check your eligibility. My video should be up by the time you watch this one. I believe a lot of the etc. money will flow into some of these newer L2s. That's one thing. The other thing is the reason why I'm bearish, not because I'm bearish tech wise, I'm bearish tokenomics wise. Matic and Arbitrum haven't done anything for a long time. Plus, they're already big market caps, so I don't know how much they're gonna do. I think it's more safer for me to put money in like something like Solana. I know I'll keep on going on about it, but it is working. And there are other big caps that I think could potentially do better. So hence why I've sold most of my position in Matic and Arbitrum. I do have a good amount of portfolio in them, but recently I sold them for other coins, which I'll probably go into later. But if I forget, Tia, Dimension, and Jupiter. So that's kind of what I've done with the funds with these two projects. So yeah, just overall, I'm not too. The reason why on the whole L2, I know Ethereum is going to come as a dank sharding, etc. But it's not going to be crazy TPS, right? It's still going to be around, I don't know, 15, 20. Maybe we'll scale it a little bit. I'm not. I guess we'll see when it comes out. But the problem with the L2s is like they're not composable. They're like their own siloed ecosystems. And also, whatever, that means whatever you build on one L2, you're not going to talk to another L2. Number one, and number two, developer experience is very bad because let's say you decide first to build on Ethereum, then you got to choose which layer two. That's not very good for developers. I guess we'll see it another day. But in terms of the token accrue value, I'm not too sure unless they're very undervalued. I guess we'll see. And like I said, a lot of the attention would go on to some of the newer ones like ZK Sync and Stark. So yeah, all to just in terms of narratives, we got the narratives everyone's talking about like deep in AI, ROI, etc. I think in 2024 we're gonna get the narratives are gonna take its turn just like previous markets, right? We had like the narrative coins in each sector move at the same time, but the ones I think that are kind of interesting that would outperform, that's worth keeping an extra eye on, is these ones. We have Inscription bit at 20 space. Personally, I'm bullish on the SRC 20 space. Then we have coin L2s and infrastructure. I'll be honest with you, this is the sector I probably know the least about, that I have doubled the least in terms of projects, etc. There was that one project that a lot of people were hyping. I forgot what it was called. The influencers got tokens, etc. So it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't buy it. I was close to looking at it, and then I found out like it was a bit unethical what they done. Then we have DAIs. This is something that's just picking up now that I've seen people talk about. This stands for decentralized AI. You got Hyperspace, which I've done a video about. I've done a video about both of them actually. But there's many other projects and etc. But this space in general, I think will it's got some pizzazz to it because AI is hot, and decentralized AI is probably going to be a narrative just crypto, right? Then we have the modularity. I mentioned data availability space. I think that space is going to be very hot. It's already hot. It's going to continue to be hot towards all of 2024, especially with people staking their Dimension and Celestia and continuously getting more and more airdrops. I think that itself could be a video, but I think that's a very hot narrative that's going to continue to play in 2024. And restaking with Eigenlayer's launch, I think restaking is going to be hot because underneath it, it's got a lot of things happening. There's a lot of projects are launching just because of Eigenlayer. And so I guess we'll see, but Eigenlayer is definitely going to be a hot project, and this whole ecosystem is going to be hot 2024 or all throughout 2024. Next up, ROAs. I could have put this in my narrative section, but I still don't believe in the whole ROA crypto thesis yet because, like I said previously, it's too regulated, etc. But you are going to get some people, like there are going to be projects. I think there's one called Parcel that lets you trade ROA derivatives, etc. That's been shielded a lot. I think there's some referral link or something like that. But in terms of actually, yeah, the tokens might pump, etc. I mean, everything in crypto pumps, right? And takes its turn and whatnot. But in terms of actually moving the needle forward, or in terms of actually real life things happening, like regulation wise, I don't think 2024 is the year. I just think it's too early still. And so yeah, not too hyped about ROAs, not really feeling the airdrop points, etc. So I think points are going to continue to get bigger and bigger in 2024. A lot of these projects have launch points, and I just think it's a better way to do it, to be honest, because sometimes you're just shooting in the dark. You don't know which airdrop, what you're getting, etc. If projects tell you, yeah, they know you're farming it, but that's what they want. They want you to, use their protocol, because that's why they're actually rewarding you with the token, right? And so I think airdrops are going to be big, and points are going to continue throughout 2020. Best non-ETH ecosystems. I haven't seen anyone talk about this, but I think it's going to be Solana and Atom. I'm not just saying that because they're my bags, but they are my bags because I believe this, right? So I think Solana is going to be a strong 2024. Like I said, my minimum target for Solana is going to be 350, but I've got a higher target, and I'll tell you why later on in this video. And I think Atom with the Celestia IBC, we just recently had the news of, I think, Babylon project bringing BTC to Cosmos ecosystem. Then there's going to be DYDX launching, and then many things are going good for Atom, apart from the Atom price itself, right? But the good thing is about Atom is, like, if you just take it, you would have got like the rewards for the Atom token not pumping. Even though it hasn't pumped, it's giving you a lot of rewards in terms of airdrops. And I think that's the kind of play with Atom, and for at least a short term. Number 6, we have staking printing. I know I could have done this with the points, but that was a different point I wanted to make about points, pun intended. With the staking, I think staking is continuously going to be another really big theme in 2024. We have the Atom DIM stakers, we have the Solana stakers, we have restaking with Eigenlayer, we have Pith, which I'm personally not doing, but I don't blame anyone for doing it. I like that. I actually like the token. I maybe should have bought it, but I think staking generally is gonna bring people, at least I think on average, about 10 to 15k. The average person that's staking will make around 10 to 15k on, I think, minimum through staking, as long as they're staking a certain decent amount. But yeah, I think that's going to be a continuous strong thesis moving into 2024. Next up, blue chip NFT holders. So I got this idea from a guy called Churn. I'll try to link it in the description. I think it's called Churn. He does like Solana type content. But blue chip holders are gonna generate a lot of airdrop basically, you can say. So you can call it Pudgy Penguins, Mad Labs, lads, including the Saga Genesis holders. So people that bought the first phone, I think people that own blue chip NFTs are just gonna print money. Like, they're gonna make like 10-20k just from like holding the NFT. And I think the Saga one, we've already got like 2k worth, right? If you guys bought that phone, congratulations, because we've already got 2k worth. I know there's more coming throughout the year, and then next year I've ordered the second phone, so hopefully we get even more benefits for holding the second phone. But either way, yeah, NFT holders I think are going to be rewarded very generously. And then we have all-time high price, right? So everyone always asks what's going on. Last time I talked about this, it was pre-ETF. Now that the ETFs have gone through, I think 130 to 150k BTC is given. Initially I was saying 80 to 100k because the ETF wasn't, or we weren't sure, but now that it's gone through, I think 150k to 130 to 150k is given. I read a stat recently, they're saying apparently the ETFs are buying 10 times more Bitcoin that's being mined daily. That's insane, guys. You can, there's many reasons why I get to that price, but 150k is, in my opinion, is a given now. ETH, I'm a bit bearish on, because like I said, there's a lot of L2s going on. I think some of the money will flow to L2s. I think there'll be a lot of other projects that people are going to want to invest in, a lot of new layer ones, or some of the money will go into the Cosmos IBC layers, or the restaking, or the data availability projects as well, like the modular stack. I think the money that would have went into ETH would go into some of these other projects. But even with the ETF, I'm like, I think 5k, 6k is my lower target. Maybe it'll go to 7-8k, but I really doubt it's going to go to 9-10k, anything like that. I highly doubt. I guess we'll see. Then SLP flipping. SLP is ERC20, but on Solana, it stands for Solana Library something. I forgot the exact name for it, but it's the ERC20 version of multiple SLP will hit top 25 ranking, including Jupiter, maybe Pith, and others. Jupiter price currently is 47 cents, which is 650 million market cap. Fully diluted market cap is 4.8 billion. The rank is, if it goes to rank 24, which is a 4 billion market cap, that would give a 6.15x. Why do I say 24? Because 25 is around a bit lower than 4 million market cap. Because my thesis is going to reach top 25, that's a 6.5x on just to go to the top 25. And take this with a pinch of salt because of inflation, etc. But I do believe it's a top 25 project, and so that's a 6.5x. But as the market gets bigger and bigger, the top 25 project, even if it, let's say 2x's, that means this will 2x, so it'll go to 12x, but with inflation, etc., it's probably about a 9-10x. So that's just my thesis on Jupiter. I'll probably do a separate video, but I done with video already. I'm buying more. Personally, I bought some around 65 cents ish, but because of my airdrop, my average is around 50, 52, 53 cents. I will buy any around here, but if it goes to around 40 cents, I'll buy more, because I personally think is undervalued. And so in bull market, rank 25 will be highest potential for even more. But then again, yeah, last 2 points, I got my ETH thesis and my bonus. ETH, so Sol is talking about how much percentage do I think Sol become of ETH, right? It is currently, let me just read the text and then I have the thesis in my head. By the way, many believe will get close to ETH market cap of a flip. 50% is very conservative in my opinion. And then recently we saw this tweet by Solana Floor where they say that Tensor is NFT marketplace. It's not even the biggest. I think Magic Eden is the biggest. Magic Eden is like the OpenSea, and Tensor is meant to be like the Blur. But Tensor flipped OpenSea's NFTs volume, I think on the weekly volume. That speaks volume, guys, because any metric that passes ETH's metrics is a big deal. It will be 40 to 50% of ETH market cap. So price is $600, which is a 2x min 600 billion market cap. Half that 300 billion market cap, Sol 50 billion. Neither have heavy dilution circulating 80% ish. Let me just explain all that. Ethereum right now is around 300 billion market cap. I think the price is 2,500 or something. And Solana is around 50 billion market cap. Now, I believe Solana will reach around, my bullish case is bullish, but it's fairly realistic, it's not unrealistic, around 40 to 50% Ethereum's market cap. Right now, Ethereum's at 300 billion, but I believe it will at least 2x to go to about 5k, right? If that 2x is, that means from 300 billion, it will go to 600 billion, which means half of that is 300 billion, yeah? And I believe Solana is worth half of Ethereum's value, at least half, for 40 to 50%, which means Solana will have to go to 300 billion, which gives it a 6x from here. Right now, it's about 110, 115 market cap. Let's say 100 to make it easy. So Solana can go to, so if it goes to 300 billion market cap, that's a per coin price target of $600 per Solana. Now, I guess we'll see if that happens or not. Like I said, my bottom target is around 350. But I think Solana is the consensus trade. I think all these metrics are talking. This Tensor is just the recent news, but these kind of things have been happening for quite a while now. So and the other thing is Ethereum doesn't have a max cap or anything like that, so we don't need to worry about crazy inflation and anything like that. Just the normal thing that's happening. And with Solana, we have about 80-90% already circulating, so we don't have any crazy unlocks or anything like that. So we don't need to put that into consideration either. Yeah, that's how I get to Solana $600, guys. And lastly is meme coins. I think still, yeah, unfortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, yeah, I done the 2500X on Myro, etc. But I think meme coins are still going to be one of the best performers. I know they're extremely difficult to buy in terms of knowing which one to buy, etc. And they are very hard to do due diligence on. But I still believe they have previously done some of the best X's, and I think they'll continuously. Those are my top 10 predictions for 2024. I guess maybe in 2025 we can come back and see if I was right or what happened. But yeah, guys, hope you got some value from my video, and I'll see you in the next one.